It's time for one of my favorite videos that I do on here, which is a book haul, because one, it's easy to film, and it's also easy to edit because I don't have to put in any little pictures. And I also just like talking about all the books that I have acquired. I typically do these like every few months. I do think I have more this time around than I did last time, just because it was Christmas. So I did get some books for Christmas, and also because I had gift cards then for Amazon and for Barnes & Noble that from like the holidays that then I used to, of course, just buy more books. But yeah, that is that. That's all we're here to do today, is just show the books that I've acquired in recent months. And yeah, so first up, let's do some special editions from Mystic Box. I am a Mystic Box subscriber, so I automatically get their like regular reoccurring boxes, I guess. I don't know if the one where you can like skip. I don't know actually if I can skip, but I don't know, whatever. These ones, I need to figure out if I'm going to keep them or not, because they are Nero and King by S.J. Tilley. So these are the first two books, I believe, in a series. I don't even know, I think, are these Mafia books? I haven't read anything by S.J. Tilley before, and actually, I think Nero, I think this is book one, and this one actually is on my TBR. So as always, as I kind of am doing with my special editions right now, if I'm getting ones that I don't know of, I'm adding them to my TBR so that way I can read them and then see if I want to keep them or not. And here's the thing, I do really want to keep these because I think that they are stunning. So I really hope that when I read them, I enjoy it, because also, look at that, like, stunning. Mystic Box has just, they've completely upped their like special edition game. And the dust jackets are reversible, which these are like, they're truly just stunning editions. So we'll see. I have been reading a lot of Mafia lately, so I'm not super in the mood for that right now, so I won't like make myself read these just yet, but they are going to be on my radar. This one I don't like as much because it's yellow, and I hate yellow. It is my literal least favorite color of all time. So this one I have a personal bias against. It's still beautiful. It's just I really hate yellow. That is from one of their I think that was the most recent box. Honestly, I can't even keep track. Next up, I have 4 from Dark and Quirky. So I don't know if you guys are new here. So my book Take You Down was a part of the Dark and Quirky, their quarterly subscription box last year. It was like in their first box, which was really exciting, really awesome. Love that edition. But then with that, they're really good about like prioritizing their authors. So then at Christmas, before they did their overstock sale, they sent an email out to anyone that they had worked with prior and asked like if there were any editions that I would be interested in. And I got to get then, I'm so excited, I got to get the Passion and Venom series by Shannora Williams in their special editions. So the first book, Passion and Venom, I love this book so much. It's one, I still think the Wanting Mr. Kane series is my all-time favorite series from her, but I absolutely love Passion and Venom, and I need to finish the series. Venom and Ecstasy then is book 2, and I just think like these are so pretty. And then Venom and Glory is book 3. It's a Mafia series, and Captor Captive as well. Love it. I love book 1, and I was really, really excited because these were a part of one of their boxes that you like can't just, like order. It's not like Mystic Box sometimes where you can just like order the boxes or like their pre-orders. So I was really excited to get those. And then also, this is one that I haven't read yet, but it's been on my TBR, and I've loved some other Elizabeth O'Rourke books, and that is The Summer We Fell. I think this is so beautiful. So I'm really excited because I've had this entire series on my TBR for a while, but they're just so beautiful. Again, Dark and Quirky does such a good job with their special editions, so I got those as well. Then I just went to Barnes & Noble the other week, and luckily I was able to snag Onyx Storm. So this is the Barnes & Noble edition. This is not the Target one that like, a lot of people were freaking out about. Me personally, I like this series. I don't care enough to like line up at my Target at 4 o'clock in the morning on release day to get that special edition, especially because it was like negative 20 degrees that day here. So I just got the Barnes & Noble version, but I'm really excited about that. These sprayed edges, that's beautiful. I do wish that like the naked hardcover was like something a little more special, but whatever. This is also my favorite cover of the series, but I'm just really partial to like black and silver. So I'm really excited to read this. I'm currently listening to Iron Flame, so I will get to Onyx Storm then hopefully this month at some point. And then my last, I think this is my last of special editions. Mystic Box again, the Sam Mariano Mystic Box again. So this one I was excited about because I have read Untouchable and I do really like this book. So here's the thing, I like this. I like the artist rendition. I think it's pretty. The back's fine. However, once again, that is sick. That's beautiful. Like, I love the naked hardcover of this one so much. So, but again, like, I have this displayed out so you can see like the sprayed edges, but if I was displaying it on my shelves, I would have this cover out because it's so pretty. So, do really like that book. And then I haven't read this one yet, Brutal Ambition, but I think this is a newer one from her. And again, you're joking. That's stunning. So yeah, again, like this, pretty, but that, obsessed with. So again, this is on my TBR. These won't be ones that I think I'd get rid of because like, or like that I'd sell because I do like Untouchable, but I do really want to read Brutal Ambition. That's been on my TBR before. This was a special edition and I had it, but stunning. This one I was like, do I even include it? But I'm still waiting on my regular author copy. I actually just got a notification from Amazon yesterday. I ordered like a bunch of author copies for Take You Down, Take My Hand, and Take What You Want. And finally, I just got the shipping notification for them. So this is my last book that I released back in December of last year. And I still just have the proof copy. Now, to be fair, I didn't order official copies until January. But still, the fact that it's now like into February and I still don't have them, very annoying to me. So I have my proof copy of Take What You Want. But yeah, I'm very excited to get my like regular copies in, because I don't want that gray banner on there anymore. It's still fun to see it in person because I love this cover. I love the pink. Surprisingly enough, I'm not really a pink person, but it had to be pink for Jane. And also Nikolai, I feel like he's also like a pink guy. So anyways, got that one. Then, so I had an Amazon gift card. So I had a few. So I've used for a few books. But I got 3 more books in the Like Us series. Infamous Like Us, this is book 10 in the series. This is Sully, Banks, and Akara. This is their final book. It's an MFM one. And then, so which one goes next? Misfits Like Us. This is Luna and Donnelly's first book out of their last 3, and it's book number 11 in the series overall. And this is Lily and Lowe's daughter's book with her bodyguard. And then Unlucky Like Us, that's book 12 in the series. And then lastly, which actually Zay from Woody Reed sent me this one for Christmas, the very last and final book in the Like Us series. Now I officially own them all. Book number 13, Nobody Like Us. And this is the final book in the series. They are done. They're not done writing in this like world. The Cobalt Empire series is getting its own series through Bloom. I think that first book, comes out at the end of this year. But Nobody Like Us. Yeah, very excited to have completed the Like Us series. Well, I haven't finished reading them. I'm up through Infamous Like Us is the next one that I have to read. So I just have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just have 4 more to read in this series, and then I'm completely caught up, which is really exciting. That's like one of my goals for this year, is to keep up with series, or like finish series more so that I started and need to finish. So I'm motivated to get it done this year. And then also Zay from Woody Reed sent me Pirate Girls as well by Penelope Douglas, which I have not read this one yet. I'm behind on Penelope Douglas releases. I have never really fallen behind since like 2020. However, yeah, my slump hit me hard last year after Legacy of Gods. And this came out like right when I was finishing God of Fury, and I just couldn't read anything else. I started this and I just like was not in the mood, and I know I'm gonna love it, so I don't want like to take my bad reading mood out on it. So I still need to get around to this one and Five Brothers, but this is the second book in the Hellbent series, and it is a spin-off series of the Fallaway series. I think the hero is, what are their names? It's the couple from book 3, right? Or no, it's from Rival, right? Rival. It's Fallon, and what is his name? Is it Maddock? And Fallon, I think this is their sons, and then I think is this Tate and what's his face is Jared and Tate's daughter, I think. It's second generation series, but I loved the first book, and I'm really excited to obviously read that one very soon. Then I had to get one of my favorite books that I read last year, Shattered Obsession by Tina Spencer. So this is the first book in the Hudson Yards series. It's the first book in a duet, but then I think she's writing the brothers book, which I'm really excited about. But I still have not read book 2. Again, my slump last year, we're not going to talk about it anymore. But this one is a dark romance, and it's a brother's best friend fake dating hockey romance. And it is so good. I talked about this book in my top 10. I knew that I had to own it. Absolutely love it. I love this cover. I think it's so pretty. Anyways, very fun. Then I also got this. It's such a thick ass book, Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. So this one, again, this was in my top 10. I'm trying to like not get the glare. Top 10, it's a dark academia student teacher romance. But I will say like the plot really drives it. Like, yes, it's a thick book, but I will say there's a lot of plot that goes into this, a lot of world building. It's slow burn. I loved both the characters. Like, I really loved everything about this book. So much so that obviously then I had to own a physical copy of it on my shelves. I think this cover is also really, really cool and really pretty. But yeah, I did not realize how big this book was. I mean, I knew it was long when I was reading it, but to see it like in person like this, like, yeah, that's a thick ass book and it's pretty small font. Very happy to have this one on my shelves because like I said, again, it was a favorite last year. Little cherry slush Alani break. I've really come around on the cherry slush flavor. But now this is one of my favorites. I remember when I first had it, I was like, oh, that's way too sweet. Because also cherry with me leans there's a very fine line with cherry flavored things that like leans medicine to me. But this one now, like, I love, and I stocked up on it on I stocked up just period on Black Friday. The cherry slush, pink slush, Cosmic Stardust, and Orange Kiss, like, all on sale. They had some other ones on sale too, but those are kind of my 4 favorites besides like the seasonal like Witch's Brew. But I've now like been venturing out. I think I've tried almost every single flavor now, and it's a bad spiral that I've gone down with those. Thanks, Sam. Sam reads a little for that. Next up then, Danielle gifted me 2 special editions for Christmas, which I'm so excited because I didn't even know that these special editions existed. So, Truth About Heartbreak by B. Celeste, one of my favorite books, like one of my old ride or die favorite books back from 2020. Absolutely love this one. And this is stunning. I love women on covers. Obviously, like within the romance genre, like women on covers just like statistically do not sell as well. Like that kind of is what it is. So a lot of times then I like seeing them as special editions. This is a UK book box exclusive. Oh no, Hello Lovely box. How did I not know that this existed? Anyways, Hello Lovely box. Is this the UK box then? I think this was a UK one. Okay, I don't know. But then also Vibe by Liza James. One of my all-time favorite books. I love this book. I love this special edition, especially with the butterflies. Like if you know, and like the little bit of like kind of blood splatter almost on this. It's a dark sapphic cult romance. Oh, so good. Literally, I tell like everyone to read this book. Absolutely love it. And so excited to have, again, a special edition that I had no clue like even existed of this book. There's one other, who made it? There's another book box that did a Vibe special edition that I'm trying, that like I keep my eye on. You know, that's one that I like hunt for. Because I just have 2 editions of Vibe. I have like the Liza James ones that she did, and then I have the original cover of it. But I will collect any edition that I can of that book. So now I have been collecting these one by one as they have been re-releasing because it's like a favorite series of all time. So once again, I would love to say that I would love to own every single edition of these books that I can. I will never do that because the ones that I want the Baddies edition so bad, the Baddies book box editions of these books, they sell for like thousands of dollars as a whole set. So I won't do that. So instead, I'm collecting the sprayed editions from Bloom of the Legacy of God series by Reena Kent, as these are traditionally published and released. So they've been releasing about like 1 a month, I think. So God of Malicide included in my last one, but God of Pain, this one came out. This is book 2. One of my favorites in the series. I go back and forth on like where this one stands, but it is one of my favorites, and I love the purple. I'm a big purple person. I feel like there's not a lot of purple out there. God of Wrath, my absolute favorite book in this series, my favorite book that I read this year, a favorite book of all time. And if there is one other special edition, I forget what book box it's from, but they just did God of Wrath in it. Not like recent, I think it was like last year. Oh, it's so beautiful. It has Cecily and Jeremy on the cover of it. I want that book so bad, but again, the price. But But again, just the sprayed edition. And then the most recent one, God of Ruin. This one just came out back at the end of January. So this is when I went to get this in Onyx Storm from Barnes & Noble. And again, I love the blue ribbons on this one a lot because of, like, if you've read it, you know, with Mia's hair and everything. And these all have character art on the inside, which is pretty cool. I don't, like, super care about, it's, like, a nice little touch to me. Like, it's not like a, oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever, but, like, it's a nice little touch in there. But I love having those braid edges versions of those. I actually need to reorganize my shelves, but specifically because I'm out of room now on my, like, Legacy of Gods shelf to display those, so I gotta figure that out. That's another day problem for me. And then last 3 books that I got, I did buy Endgame by Indy Valentine. This is a new book that just came out last month, in case if you didn't know Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. This is her book. And so yeah, I had to buy this. Yeah, once again, I think this cover is so cool, especially once you read the book and then you kind of see, like, all the little Easter eggs and everything on the cover. Absolutely love that. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. So yeah. Anyways, if you haven't read it yet, go check out Endgame. Baseball Romance. And then last but certainly not least, as soon as I was done with this duet, I was like, I must own them. And that is The Torment Duet by Dylan Page. You guys, you had told me all along how much I was going to love this duet. And you were right. I was just stubborn because I don't like doing what I'm told. So it took me a long time to read them, but as soon as I did, I obviously had to buy them. So part 1 and part 2, it's a dark romance duet, dark love story, step siblings, taboo, MC, love them. And yeah, had to own them. So anyways, that is all the books that I have acquired over the recent months, I think. So anyways, that is it for today's video. I don't know. This was the last video. Actually, I do know. I am going to do another Goodreads cleanup video. However, though, that just takes so long to edit because I have to layer the clips on top of each other. So it takes, like, double the time to edit, which I just don't really have a lot of right now, being under deadline for goalie. So I don't know. That might be the next video. If I need an easier one, I might do a rec video, or I might do like a what's on my Kindle, like everything I've downloaded from Kindle right now that's, like, currently on my Kindle. And maybe, like, I'll do that with Audible too, like all of my audiobooks I currently have. So anyways, we'll see. One of those will be up next Tuesday though. So anyways, that is it for today's video, and I will see you when I see you.